Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today I want to talk to you all about claiming your power on the twin flame journey. I know a lot of times, myself included along the along the way, I have felt like, oh, it may be impossible to move through something, or that I was, helpless against something that seemed so huge and, it was just like, well, how could I possibly have power here? I don't have control over the weather or my boss or the environment or whatever it is. But as we learn on on this journey in the teachings of union, or if you study A Course in Miracles or manifestation, um, you know that you are a divine child of God, and you have the power to manifest your reality. And so everything that goes on within you and within your reality is also something that you're calling in some way, whether you have um, beliefs that are misaligned, with love, or you have fears that are manifesting in your reality, or you have some hurt and trauma that is causing you to relive that experience over and over again. Like all of those things, for better or for worse, are manifesting in your reality so that you can heal them. They're not just there and there permanently. They're there so that you can heal and learn and grow. And fortunately, we have the mirror exercise, we have mind alignment process if you need something for trauma. And when you do utilize these tools, you claim your power back piece by piece. And something that I've learned recently, I went through MAP about 12 weeks ago. I'm almost at the end of my, um, you know, MAP care. For the longest time, I felt like I was just like a victim, and I didn't even see it. I was like, oh, I can't possibly move through this. How can I stop this person from treating me this way? And I would use the mirror exercise, and I just felt like I would hit a wall of like, how am I giving my power away here? How am I doing this? Like, I'm, saying no, I'm choosing no in my heart, and then I just keep hitting this wall. And, I had to clear out some trauma. I had to move through MAP. But since I've done that, I've become so much more aware of my inner being and all of these places where I was just even subtly giving away my power, feeling like, oh, this upset is just so big. Even in that statement, like I've given it power. I've said it's huge. I've said it's big. I said it's something that's, bigger than me. Even in that sentence, I almost like give power away, right? And you can have a big upset without saying like, oh, this is, you can acknowledge that this is big for me. This is something that feels really difficult for me to move through. But if you leak your energy to it, thinking that it has something, if it's more powerful than you are, or if you tell yourself that, well, I can't change my boss, or I can't change, um, you know, the politics, or I can't change whatever's going on in your life, and you just like give that away, of course you're going to feel like you're powerless, like you're a victim. But in reality, you know, like we discussed, you create your reality. So all you have to do is choose to claim your power back. Um, and to me, like this has been very empowering, and it's been a very interesting process because, this doesn't just, you don't just like snap your fingers and you go from people pleasing to, completely in your power, completely in your peace. Um, it is a process. And especially for me, like I was like, oh, all these places as I like was healing, as I healed the core in my MAP session, I had to experience all the places that were coming up in upheaval. And, I was like, oh, well, now I can see where I kept thinking that this upset was insurmountable. Or, oh, I can see how instead of remaining in my peace, which your peace is your power, remaining in my peace in this situation, I got angry and I gave my power away. I let myself be swept away by the emotion of the moment or the feeling in the moment instead of being with my peace and allowing myself to just move through my emotions without letting them control me. And it's like, okay, that's where I was leaking my power. And as you become aware, like awareness um, is one of your biggest strengths and one of your biggest assets. Is as you become aware of things, you can more easily identify it over and over again when you find it in a new layer of your consciousness or you find it in a different area of your life. And you can apply that same tool again of just saying, oh, no, I don't choose that. I choose my peace. I choose my power. And just that act of continually choosing and claiming back all your power is, you know, for lack of a better term, it's it's very empowering. It makes you feel like you have more command over your life, and you do. And the way this applies to the twin flame journey is that, you can look at a third party situation, you can look at out at your twin flame and you can see like, oh, well, maybe they aren't doing the mirror exercise, or maybe they aren't aware, on the surface that you're twin flames. And you can feel like, well, I have to wait for them? And of course, no, like your twin flame is a mirror of you and they heal as you do. So like, you aren't a victim there. You aren't a victim to waiting for them to heal or waiting for them to realize that they need to do the work. You never have to wait for your twin flame to do any of it. You don't actually need your twin flame to do any of the work. They don't even need to believe in twin flames. All you have to do is claim your power there and say, like, I can heal in my reality. I can heal how this makes me feel. And you'll watch as your reality starts to shift and your twin flame starts to turn towards you instead of, looking away from you, because you're giving your power away to the belief that separation could even be real. And that's what this whole journey is about, is, you know, taking all your power back from separation and no longer believing that, no longer giving it any type of power. Because the only reason that it quote unquote exists, because it doesn't, the only reason that it even has any type of sway at all is because you believe that it has power. And as soon as you're able to let that go, let that belief go that you even have an ego, then you're able to, move through the upsets, move through any challenge along your way, and feel empowered, feel peaceful, and not worry so much about, what other people are going to do, or if other people are going to get in the way of your union or in the way of your progress. No one can do that. No one can take your power. Fear can't take your power, no matter what it tells you. You know, the important thing is to stay in your peace, stay in your power, and continually claim that as you move through the mirror exercise and heal and grow. For me, like, that has been a game changer, because I would just have this massive energy leak of like, oh my God, like I'm just like giving my energy and my power away everywhere. And, it caused issues in my union. It caused issues at work of where I just like felt constantly like, oh, like I'm just so drained all the time. And I get angry and resentful. And it's because I wasn't loving myself there. I wasn't claiming my power. Like I was just allowing that to happen in my life. And, you never have to let that happen. You can choose to heal and grow. And if you find that, maybe you experienced a trauma there, maybe you felt there was a time in your life where, especially when you're younger, that's where a lot of childhood, childhood is where a lot of traumas kind of happen, because we experience these things that feel very big and powerful to us as children. Like we don't have control, or we don't have autonomy over our lives. And you may make them as, the assumption that you have to give your power away to be liked or loved, or you have to give your power away because your boss said so, or you want to keep your job, or anything like that. And that is never the case. You never have to give up your power. You never have to worry about what another person thinks. And when you return to love and peace in yourself, that's where you're going to see a lot of progress. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you'd like support on your twin flame journey, you can see my services at sacredtwinflameunion.com. And I will see you all in the next video.